Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Chula Vista Elite Athletic Training Center for the Golden Eagles Showdown Series. I'm Brian Vizard, and joining me is USA Men's 7s and 15s player Pat Blair. And we've got the Eagles 7s player pool going head-to-head today in the conclusion of their 2020 residency season. And Pat, we got the Snuggles of Schnauzers against the Rampaging Ridgebacks.
Yeah,
Tell us a little bit about these teams today.
None of us had any input on those team names. That's all on Mike Friday. So the Rampaging Ridgebacks, that's something myself and Ben Brazell had a hand in selecting that team. Do you want to know about the whole process and how that was situated? So the coaching staff basically gave each one of us an actual dog that best fit our personalities. So when we were actually drafting the team, we didn't know who we were drafting. We just picked a dog based on the characteristics. So we had to do a little bit of background.
Well, just before Thanksgiving, Chase Isles, younger brother to Carlin Isles, was shot and killed in Jackson Township, Ohio. Chase leaves behind an 8-year-old daughter and a family devastated by the senseless tragedy. We ask you now to join us and the USA Men's 7s program in a moment of silence to honor Chase and a life cut too short. Thank you. USA Rugby urges anyone with information to contact the Jackson Township Police Department at 330-830-6264 or leave an anonymous tip at 330-834-3967. We send our thoughts and prayers to Carlin and his family. Okay, Pat, we got the team in blue, which is the Rampaging Ridgebacks.
Yes, that's the Ridgebacks. That's my team. So I'll try and be as unbiased as possible today, but I don't think I see that happening.
Okay, we got the team in red, the Snuggle or Schnauzers.
Yes. And let's not disregard the amazing touch judge on our side over here. That's Mike Friday right there.
So valuable.
Multifaceted coach.
And it'll be the Schnauzers kicking from right to left. Tala Talapusi is going to be starting things off here in this match. It's going to be live. It's going to be exciting. Got some of the best players in the country out here. That kick is going down. Steve Thomasine takes it down. Quickly in the tackle is Brett Thompson with a steal, but not releasing. Early action already.
Unlucky for Brett there. I think he got there.
Steve Thomasine coming off a fantastic season last year.
Yeah, he's going to wish he had that one back, Viz. Usually Steve's for better for those ones.
And here we go, first line out. And it's going to be Kayvon Williams throwing in for the Ridgebacks.
So this is something Kayvon's been working on a lot, especially in his extra time, like after trainings and stuff like that. He's really focused on trying to become a better line out thrower. So let's see how he goes here.
Main target Joe Schrader, in the middle of that line out. Perfect throw. That work paid off. Cody Melfi out. Now to Perry Baker on the outside. Perry Baker, good defense by the Schnauzers back inside. Now Kayvon looking for a little room. An errant pass goes to floor. Thomasine finds a little seam. Another good tackle. But quickly gathering that ball is Joe Schrader. Nice inside pass. Schrader again with a handle. That's 2 or 3 touches early on. Out to Kayvon Williams. Williams to Thomasine. Ben Pinkelman, another who had an outstanding season. Here we go, Joe Schrader looking for that pass. Not coming. And there's our first turnover of the game. Quickly, the Schnauzers come back. Look like a high tackle. Yes, it was. Pat, your thoughts early on?
I mean, the rate of play is much faster than what we've been seeing in training, so it's exciting to be out there because, I mean, I don't think we've had a chance to go full go, especially because of COVID and tackling and the 6 feet protocol. So they're all excited right now. Let's just see if they got enough energy to make it last for the whole game.
Hey, tell me about that. I mean, in the lead up to this thing, were you kind of separated? Did you earlier this week kind of just pair off into the different teams, or how did this week progress?
So over the last couple of weeks, we've been slowly progressing more to one big unit. But in the beginning, we had our separate little groups just to abide by the COVID rules. But as we've been progressing and getting tested, everyone's been able to train together a little more.
Danny Barrett, Brett Thompson in this line for the Schnauzers. That ball goes to Thompson,
nice.
Contested nicely,
Joe
but it's an
Schrader.
errant pass down. Danny Barrett nearly stole that one. Pinkelman secures. Out to Perry Baker, defense coming out fret. Maceo Brown, good defense on that outside. Corrals Perry Baker. Coming in from the side, though. And
Looking
quickly,
for the quick tap, see if they can get this out wide real quick. Nope, Ben Pinkelman decides to come back.
Ben Pinkelman been with the Sevens program for a long time. Gets it out wide.
You just got to wait for those Ben Pinkelman shoulders to get all crunched up. That's when you know things are about to happen. He has one of the oddest sprinting statures I've seen in this game.
Ball slows down slightly. There's Ben Pinkelman just trying to find a little seam in that Schnauzers defense. In there quickly and a nice steal. Pinkelman got a little isolated. Martin Josefo pushes away. Cody Melfi stays on his feet with ball in hand. Gets it out to Harley Wheeler. Harley Wheeler, one of those newer players coming into camp. Gets it out to Maceo Brown. The Schnauzers attacking just a meter out.
Oh, Brett Thompson uses his big body to get in there.
And Brett Thompson scores the first try for the Schnauzers. It's been pretty much all possession by the Ridgebacks, but just that little turnover caused by Martin Josefo leads to the first try of the game by the Schnauzers. Tell us a little bit about Harley Wheeler. He's one of those newer players into the camp. Pat, tell us a little bit about him and what the coach is like in him.
So Harley officially, I saw him first when he was playing with All-Americans in that Town Sevens, and I don't know if you watched any of that, but he was actually physically dominant throughout the entire tournament, and that's what they're looking for him. And he's really fast. He's like one of those, I think, progressing into like the Stephen Thomason role, to that hooker role where and he can also find himself in the back line. So he's more of a utility player, and I think that's going to be good for the future of USA Sevens.
And there's a new look Madison Hughes with that conversion attempt, the beard, the long hair. What's going on with these guys? What's going on here in Chula Vista?
Usually always starts off as the No Shave November mustache, but it's developed. And then I think Madison's key thing was he's going to grow his hair and his beard until we get back on the World Sevens Series.
All
so
right.
I'm hoping that's the silver lining here, because every day he just gets even more beautiful every single day. And then we got a sub in here, number 9, Christian. He's into the game.
Okay, Christian Dyer wearing the 9 for the red jersey, the Schnauzers.
We got rolling subs today.
Talapusi with a kick again. It's going to go straight out. Yep, straight out on the fly. It's going to come to a free kick here for the Rampaging Ridgebacks. So what were you described as, Pat? What was your dog, and what were the characteristics for that dog?
My dog, I kind of agree with and disagree with. I got labeled as a bulldog. I find myself as an athletic man, and then when you label me as a bulldog, I don't think I was appropriately identified. I think Mike used it as a joke because I like to joke around. So,
okay, was Perry Baker like a greyhound? Was that
we actually thought he was going to be the greyhound, but we selected the greyhound and we got Kayvon,
okay.
And he's so fast. Like, people don't give him enough credit for how fast he is. And then Perry Baker was this dog called a Saluki or something like that. It was this skinniest dog they could find because Mike Friday's always making fun of how skinny his legs are.
Okay, well, it goes back to the Saluki. I think Southern Illinois University with the Salukis. Oh, back inside, no look pass. Anthony Welmer's another reserve has come on. Oh, good defense.
Nice job, Madison Hughes.
Madison Hughes with a great turnover. Christian Dyer again with that quick tap. He needs some help. He's surrounded, and it was Welmer's that brought him down. Was that high? Referee playing advantage. Madison Hughes out to Lakina, Jake Lakina, who made a presence at that Glendale Rugby Town Sevens last year. And again, a referee calling it back for that high tackle. Christian Dyer with the ball now in hand, number 9.
I really hope they can get the ball to Jake Lakina. He's got deceptive speed. He's actually one of the fastest guys on the team. I think he recorded the fastest 40-meter. So,
yeah, he was outstanding in the Rugby Town Sevens. He's been there, I think, 2 or 3 years, the last couple of years, and he's just been fantastic. Again, a little understated, but he does everything right. Also coming in is Matai Lauta, wearing the 4 jersey for the red team, the Schnauzers. So it's Barrett, Dyer, and Layuta in that forward pack for the Schnauzers.
That's a big group right there.
Madison Hughes does a good. Oh, the pass was
wasn't able
there.
to get the offload off. It's recovered by Kayvon Williams.
It's going to be a turnover ball, but brought back. Forward pass is the call, so it is going to be a Rampaging Ridgebacks, and that's the first half. Boy, that went quick. Pat, any comments from that first half?
It's a little sloppy, but I think they're going to clean it up. I mean, this is the first time they're out there going full go. A couple times I thought if they just swung the ball out wide, it would have been easier for them, like that breakaway. But Christian did a great job getting through there.
And it's interesting, all the play has been in this Rampaging Ridgeback side of the 50-meter line. They've enjoyed most of the possession, but it's the Snuggles of Schnauzers that have kept the pressure on. They got that turnover, scored the only try in that first half. So quick action, 7 minutes in. Our referee for this match is Alexis Alfaro, one of the local residents here. He used to play for Ombak. Also a talented singer. I don't know if you knew that, Pat.
Who is that, sorry?
The referee, Alexis Alfaro.
Oh.
Yeah. I think he's an opera singer.
Well, I think he needs to be opera singing every single penalty call.
There you go. Advantage, yes. A beautiful day here in Chula Vista. The wind had died down, has died down.
Find me a day that isn't beautiful down here, Viz.
Yeah. Hey, what's the environment like in camp? I mean, tell people what we don't know that you guys go through. What's a typical week like? What's the schedule like?
Typically, we probably got 3 sessions of gym and then 2 on the field, and I don't know. Mike does a pretty good job at displaying our sorrow and our effort on social media. So if people are paying attention, they see the hard work that people are putting in, like the Yaka yards and the Broncos that we're running, just to make sure we're all in shape. And it just the unfortunate situation is it just feels like an extended preseason because they've taken away a lot of the fun of which is playing. Right. I mean, training's usually not the fun part.
Right.
So
now, do you guys get to do stuff on as a group, like go to a Padre game or something like that? Are there ever events where you guys get together?
We used to do things like that. Because of COVID, we're not
right.
really allowed to do that. I mean, especially with the no more than 10 people at a time.
Right. Okay, halftime just about over. Teams switching halves. Who in that first half looked good for the Rampaging Ridgebacks, Pat Blair, and who looked impressive for the Schnauzers?
Early, I thought the Ridgebacks were looking great, but then the Schnauzers, I think, got it together. And if it wasn't for a couple unfortunate penalties, I think they could put more points on the board. Who's looking good right now? I think Madison's actually running the ball strong. If he would have got that offload off to Maceo, I think that would have been nice. I'm just looking forward to seeing the Ridgebacks put a little more effort on there and get a little more physical.
Okay, well, they are going to be kicking off here, and it's going to be Cody Melfi that kicks off wearing the 10 jersey for the Ridgebacks. On this far side is Martin Yosefo. That's not going to go 10. Are they going to let it bounce? Yes, they do. It comes right back to the Ridgebacks. So free kick at midfield.
That's uncharacteristic of Cody. I've seen him working out there just countless hours, working on restarts. He's been able to develop his left leg, so even when I'm out there, it's hard to tell which leg he's going to kick off of.
Yeah, it's going to be that put in for the Schnauzers. You talked about the big front row for the Schnauzers team. In the middle is Christian Dyer, and on the sides are Monty Layuta and Danny Barrett, both veterans of the Sevens team, put in by Madison Hughes. He's going to go to this right side. It looks like well defensed by Ben Pinkelman, the little no-look pass to Lakina. Lakina does well to stay up on his feet.
Great leg strength, Jake Lakina. Ben Pinkelman able to out-physical Christian Dyer in that area and get the turnover.
The veteran Pinkelman, yes, he's done that for a number of years for the Sevens team. There's Joe Schrader with that long hair.
Malachi Koifish. That's a recent dye job on the top hedge there.
Okay, Malachi Asdale. Blue sets it again, enjoying the possession. Back to Asdale. Cuts back inside. Oh, nice back inside pass.
Work that 15-meter channel right now. And
oh, beautiful score.
Danny Barrett's not able to tackle. Tell Marcus he's going to be able to almost center this one.
And a nice reply by Pat Blair's Rampaging Ridgebacks team.
Just when I asked for it, as I said, I was hoping for a little more physicality.
Yeah.
And what does Ben Pinkelman do for me? Physicality.
Yeah, well, he's been doing that for a long time. And how about the health of all these guys? I mean, it's been a long off season. You're injured with an ACL, and I know there's a couple others.
Yeah, it was me and Naima actually suffered the ACL injuries last year. But he's much younger than me, so he's bouncing back a lot quicker. And the most part, yeah, a lot of guys are using this time to get healthy and get ready for the hopeful upcoming half of the season.
And chomping at the bit for a game like this, right? I mean, you've been physical in practice, but you haven't had game situation like you're doing right now.
No, and a lot of the guys were gutted we didn't get to go to France because that got canceled because of the uprising COVID cases in Europe. So there is another tournament scheduled in February. We're unsure if we're going to be able to go or not. So
that conversion attempt was good. So it's 7-5 now in favor of the Ridgebacks over the Schnauzers. Cody Melfi looking to make amends for that short kick, and that's got plenty of distance, plenty of height. And Ben Pinkelman,
he's able to bring it down.
My goodness, an early highlight reel by Ben Pinkelman. Beautiful take.
Oh,
that flat
looked to be forward.
pass.
Yeah, it was.
What a shame.
And an amazing catch, ruined by a forward pass. That's okay. They'll get back.
There's Ben Pinkelman just clapping his boys on. That was a fantastic take off that restart.
I'm interested to see how Marcus works out at center right now against Jake Lakina.
That's Marcus Tupulo on this near wing. Jake Lakina is opposite him. Stolen by the Ridgebacks. Nicely done. Cody Melfi brings that ball down. Melfi trying to find a seam, could not do it through that great defense. Good.
Great work from Brett Thompson. He's paying for it, though. I think he hit his head on that one.
Layuta, look at him stretching his legs. That ball was deflected down. Referee says play on, though. Good call. I thought it was knocked down. Well, he's going to award the scrum to Blue. So it's going to be Ridgeback put in. Layuta got to stretch his legs. Some big forwards in this USA Sevens team.
We definitely noticed that when the teams were picked. They had the heavier, larger men in the front row. But we're happy with the speed we got. We're happy with the bulk. We got height in Joe Schrader and the toughness in the Wally and Malon. So Ridgeback for life.
Ridgebacks with this throw. It's going to be Kayvon throwing in. As Pat said, he's been working hard on this part of his game.
Yep.
Nice throw in there. Schrader couldn't handle cleanly, but it goes back to the Ridgebacks. Quickly out here. Looks like a 2-on-1. Perry Baker on the outside. Jake Lakina. Good strong tackle. Oh, went right through the hands of Esdale, right through his feet, back to Madison Hughes now. And here come the Schnauzers back on attack. That ball finds the floor. Picked up by Harley Wheeler quickly.
It's just those little mishaps that...
Referee said play on. Schnauzers come away with it. Back on the outside now to Danny Barrett, one-on-one with Pinkelman.
Danny Barrett, always one of the hardest people to bring down.
And why is that? Just the body position, the
He just knows how to work his body angles, and he just separates you from getting in there.
Harley Wheeler takes it into the tackle, tries to find help. Thomasine steps right in front. The Ridgebacks think that ball was open play. I think it had to be offside, but
I didn't see a ruck there. I don't know how there's an offside line or a tackle.
Madison Hughes now, the referee looked at his watch. Time is winding down. Madison Hughes signals for a scrum.
Yeah, they're not doing any penalty plays.
Okay.
So if there's a penalty, you have to choose a scrum or you can kick it out for a line-out.
Okay. So no penalty plays, but we
got Ben Pinkelman coming back into the game and Joe Schrader taking a seat.
The Schnauzers now. Yep, there's Schrader coming out. Ben Pinkelman in now. Waning moments of this contest between the Rampaging Ridgebacks against the Snuggle of Schnauzers, 7-5 in favor of the blue team, the Ridgebacks rather. Madison Hughes leaves that ball at that last ruck, and there was a slight knock-on in that attempt. Good pressure by Kayvon Williams results in that turnover.
People forget about the utility of Stephen Thompson. I mean, look at him. He's bouncing inside the pack, and then he's out in the backs. He really can play any position on the field. It's just impressive.
And he's a guy, I mean, he came out of nowhere really to be one of the top players, it seemed like, in the world.
I mean, the first year Mike came, I don't think he got a lot of tournaments in, and then the year after that, he just started excelling in his game, and he just did what he needed to do to get on the field. I don't see anyone getting him off.
And here's Kayvon Williams with that put in. Madison Hughes paying close attention to him. Good pickup by Esdale. And again, quick defense. Lots of open players on the outside. Can they get that ball free? Yes, they can. It's going to be slow when there's hands in. Not releasing.
Nah, Maceo Brown had his hands in there.
Maceo Brown with the hands in. See, your eyes are a lot better than mine, Pat. That's why you're here.
Mine are slowly fading away, though.
Schrader coming back in.
Really wish
For
this touch
Anthony
judge on
Mullins.
our side was a little more active.
What's that?
This touch judge on our side, just wish he was a little more active. Mike Friday seems to be a little lackadaisical on the sideline.
Harley Wheeler also comes back in the hooker position. Danny Barrett on one side. Looks like Christian Dyer maybe on the other. Early push by the Ridgebacks. Here comes Madison Hughes with that quick take.
Madison Hughes going to need some support.
Ben Pinkerman right there.
Oh, Danny
wow.
Barrett. That was a little late.
Yeah, well, a little late, a little high. The frustration. This is what I guess months of training will do when there's no games. The game's in a little bit of controversy. Martin Yosefo said the Ridgebacks weren't back 10, but that's going to be the match. 7-5. Not a whole lot of
Not a very
scored.
high-scoring event here. But, I mean, when you know exactly what the other team's running, it's kind of hard to score on each other.
Matt? Pat, what do you think? Happy with your team's performance?
Hit and miss. I think there's a lot of points we left out there. I mean, too many silly little things, little knock-ons, forward passes. They can clean it up. I think we're on again. What, around? Is that 3 o'clock? We got Fizz?
Yep, 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. I think we'll look to. They'll look to fix those little mistakes, and hopefully put a little more points on the board. A little more exciting to watch.
What do you think Mike Friday saw in this game? The things he's happy with and maybe not so happy with?
I think he'll be happy with the physicality. I mean, the boys are out there just banging on each other, just trying to get it out. And I think he'll say a lot of those same things, those silly little mistakes, because we got to keep those turnovers, those knock-ons to a minimum. Like, I think we're only allowed 1 or 2 a game, and I think I saw 3 or 4. So we're about it. I don't know. It's hard to impress the old Mike Friday. He always wants just a little bit more. Oh, we're interviewing Cody Melfi here.
Right here?
Yep, right on the flip phone.
I don't know who.
Well, we're here with winning captain Cody Melfi. Cody, congratulations on your hard-fought victory today. What were some of the positives you saw in that match today?
Hold on. All good? Yeah. Positives, I mean, that was the first time we've run in 8 months, so just getting our first blowout. I know in that first 2 minutes we were all tired and kind of recovering from that and then figuring things out from there. It's been a long time, and I think we're just really excited to get out here, so it was a lot of built-up energy.
And who are some of those younger players that were with the Rampaging Ridgebacks today that you were impressed with?
Yeah, I mean, across the board, we're a little bit younger. Malachi did really well today. I mean, he put his nose into a lot of tackles, a lot of carries, and just did well. So overall, we're all just trying to get through the small pains and play our first tournament in 8 months.
Well, congratulations on the victory. We got another game in just a couple hours, so
Yeah.
rest up. We'll see you back here at 3 o'clock.
Yep, and more to come, so
All
stick
right.
around.
All
Yeah,
right.
thank you.
Cheers, Cody.
Thanks, Cody. Let's get that drink.
If you got a question, fire
I wish we'd ask Cody about his TikTok. The guy's got thousands of followers.
And
They're gonna be
here
impressed.
With our Snuggle of Schnauzers captain, Tala Talapusi. Tala, tell us a little bit about the game today, what your feelings were from that 14-minute effort just now.
Yeah, I think it was good. You know, it's been 7 to 8 months I haven't played a full game of rugby, so it was good just to get out there and get a bit of rugby in. So yeah.
What were you happy with? What parts of play were you happy with from the team today?
I think for my team, I was more of on defense. You know, we stuck to the system, but again, you know, it's always hard to play against ourselves. We know what they know, so again, it's all about adapting on the run. And so, you know, credit to the boys. They did a good job on defense. So
So after experiencing a devastating loss to the Rampaging Ridgebacks, what are you guys going to do to change that? How are you going to flip this over at 3 o'clock today?
I think it's just taking care of the ball. You know, a lot of silly offloads out there, but I think you know, we gotta take care of the ball and play some rugby. So.
Yeah, because if you guys kept playing like you did in the first half, I think you guys are going to have a lot of success in that next game.
100%. Thank you, Patrick Blair.
Cheers, Tyler. Thank
So,
you very
thank you.
much. We'll see you back at 3
Yes,
o'clock.
sir.
Well, folks, don't go away because in a little bit of time here, we got the USA Women's competing. And I am joined now by Mia Bitzer, former USA 7s and 15s.
Not former, still here.
Current, sorry. Congratulations, Mia. Thanks for coming
Thanks.
out and helping us out here.